Good morning, everybody. And by everybody, I have no idea who I mean because the chat is not refreshed and I've got to do that. Still not loading. Hold on. Where's the chat? Am I saying good morning to nobody? I'm saying good morning to Gen G. Gen G's first in the chat. What's going on, Gen G? Gen G, Dial Up, Gen G, Ray to Silva. We got Gen G, Ray, Gen G, all of you guys. So glad to have you in here right now. Let's check the market out and see what's going on so far today. First, we got to click this button right here. Then we click this button. You get AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen sitting at $5.25 today, up 0.5%. You get GameStop up 3% today. Wow, GameStop hitting some nice gains. 3.5% higher, sitting at $26.46. You get Shiba Inu Coin SHIB sitting at $16.32 right now. Shiba Inu Coin trying its best to bounce back and actually looks okay on the 5-minute chart. Bouncing nicely into the morning here. Same for Bitcoin. Bitcoin pulling back over the last 10 minutes because, of course, every time I open this live stream, all these cryptocurrencies want to do is go down. So, where are we at here? The 5-minute chart looks a lot better than the 1-minute chart. 5-minute chart, nice gains all morning long, sitting at $58,085 right now. Now, you go down to an hourly chart, however. Guys, we were touching 59,500 yesterday. You want to come up here? You can come up here. Come on. We touched 59,500 yesterday, came all the way down to 56,500. Like a 6% decline. And of course, we're trying to bounce back now, sitting at $58,100 on Bitcoin. Investors will understand that all of the German Bitcoin has been eaten up. I think it was Watcher Guru just posted a few hours ago. I responded to it on X. Germany only has about $200 million worth of Bitcoin. Now, only $200 million. Clearly, that's a lot of money. But in terms of what they started with, it is not a lot of money. And they've only got $200 million left to sell. Bitcoin selling that, or Germany selling that Bitcoin, the sales will end and the prices will rise. When Germany is done selling their Bitcoin, and then retail investors are done being emotional, they will begin to get confident once again. And when they do, you better be prepared for some gains. Now, you've got the NASDAQ continuing to do beautifully, pulling back a little bit so far this morning here, but still up 0.73% on the overall day after yesterday's 2% decline. So trying to bounce its way back a little bit. AMC 524, GameStop 26.50, Dogecoin 10.7 cents, Shiba Inu Coin 16.33 points per coin. 31.23 on Ethereum. Ethereum not doing too bad at all, back above $3,100. Bitcoin sitting at $58,078. The SPY 560, 495 on the QQQ. Molinado 208. Touching a dollar? Nope. 204 all-time low, 208 on Molinado here. Nothing but losses. Sundial sitting at 215, Netflix 650, MPW 457, Tesla sitting at $250, Amazon $194, and Apple sitting at $230 per share. We're gonna watch Bitcoin play out in the middle left-hand side of the screen, because we're more interested in what that's doing. And Lolly, good morning, my darling. Good afternoon, good evening, my darling. So glad to have you in here. Hey, Clay, I've got to work, but I thought I would say hello. Darn it, you made my day once again, Lauren. You made my day once again. Thank you very much for coming in here. I don't know if you're wrapping the pinky around somebody's nose or what you're doing, but whatever you do, do it with excellence. Lauren, do it with excellence. And I don't know, maybe put a couple extra lashes in there just for me. You know what I mean? Just like stick a couple in there. Maybe put one upside down, see if they notice, and say that's compliments and that's courtesy of Clay, bro. I dare you to put one upside down. See if they even notice. You can take it out afterwards. It might actually be pretty funny. Lauren, so glad to have you in here. Thank you very much for saying hello. All these retracements are for the buying guys. Lonnie, you are correct. You know what's happening though? Retail investors, I should say, are too afraid to buy. It is the way that it is, man. I got this open on a different. I came across actually a very good fear to greed index. Very dynamic. Let's put it that way. Fear to greed index. Last night, not just on CoinMarketCap, but This one is coinstats.app. And it's showing extreme fear. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. It's showing extreme fear in the market right now. Okay. Yesterday was a level of 29. Today is actually more fearful. Now, this number is updated every 12 hours. So, I don't know. As soon as it gets updated here, the fact that Bitcoin is bouncing back a little bit, we may already be ticking back up from this level of 25. But this is a very dynamic fear to greed index. So some of the stuff that it takes into account: current volatility. Current volatility of the market makes up 25% of the fear to greed index. Momentum and volume, another 25%. Social media posts, 15%. Okay? Are people hashtagging and engaging with Bitcoin, with little tokens, and so on? Surveys. Simply ask the people out there, are you happy with the crypto market or are you afraid? Bitcoin dominance. This is interesting. Typically, if Bitcoin dominance is rising, people might be a little bit more fearful on the overall crypto market because, of course, they're going for the safer asset. If people are moving towards altcoins, they might be a little bit more greedy. I think it's an excellent indicator there. And then finally, Google Trends. This is pretty cool as well. They keep track of search analytics on Google Trends, the same as I do, right? I don't have it open on this tab. But they keep track of trend analytics on Google. If people are Googling Bitcoin price manipulation, they might be a little upset and a little fearful because they think the price is being manipulated. If they're Googling how to buy crypto, it's because they're thinking about buying crypto and they might be a little bit more of a greedy situation. So very dynamic fear to greed index, taking a lot more than just the crypto market into account here. And it's currently sitting at a level of 25, which is showing extreme fear. Guys, retail is nowhere to be found. Retail is not buying. Retail's not going to make money. You are, if you are willing to buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. So, yeah, man, very cool. Well, what's up, baby girl? A very cool and dynamic fear to greed index there. If you guys want to check that out, coinstats.app. And then you can just, you can Google fear to greed index and it's going to pop up. Or crypto fear to greed index. And it will pop up there. What happened to XRP today? Does somebody know? Nope. We can look at it, though. Doesn't look like XRP is doing too much to me. Went back to 25. Jeremiah, this is a different one, okay? I've been looking a lot at this fear to greed index by CoinMarketCap, and it's actually still at a level of 40, okay? This one is a different one. This is CoinMarketCap. Don't get it confused with this one right here. They are two different fear to greed indexes. This one was 36, and then was 37, and it spent the last 3 days at a level of 40. This one has held steady. This is the one that we have been looking at, and this one's still a level of 40. This one here takes a little bit more into account. Okay, this one takes in Google Trend Analytics, statistics out on X, what people are searching for, what people are hashtagging, whether or not they're engaging with it. A little bit more dynamic of a fear to greed index, I would say. And therefore, I don't know if it's a little bit more of an accurate representation, but it does include a lot more information. I came across this last night when I was looking for fear to greed indexes, and I thought it was pretty cool that it includes like Google Trend Analytics and so on. But this one is still ticking down a little bit, okay? Yesterday was a level of 29. Last week was a level of 26. Today, right now, they updated every 12 hours. It was 25 last night as well. Right now is a level of 25. So hopefully this stuff bottoms out. As Bitcoin is currently rising, you can see that Bitcoin is up 2% on the day today. It might inspire some investors a little bit. But dude, we got to get through this fear. We got to get through this fear. We will get through this fear. I've bought into those mother and daddy coins, and it has been annoying to watch investors so fearful over Germany selling off their Bitcoin that they dump off of everything. Dude, mother and daddy sitting on like a $30 to $80 million market cap right now. Those are... Mother's got like 25,000 holders and daddy's got like 55,000 holders. Those people are building. Iggy Azalea and Andrew Tate are building some communities out there. It is exactly what you want to see with meme coins, right? And it just so happens that dude, I don't know, man. There's very little to be afraid of in this world, but investors are afraid. They're little scaredy cats, man. I say that knowing what a scaredy cat actually is, having 2 cats now. They're little scaredy cats. And when that stuff changes, dude, and they become greedy, you're going to see a lot of money flowing in. And if you guys are here, you're going to be making a lot of money, man. It's that simple. Bitcoin downtrend next week. I sure hope not. Matter of fact, Bitcoin should have an uptrend next week. The only thing that I can think, okay, is that if Bitcoin truly is being manipulated in some way, it's going to be manipulated by essentially mainstream media, right? And why? I don't know. Shake out the paper hands, shake out the retail investors. Guys, the cyclical nature of the market really does stack the game towards institutions and whales. They're savages, right? They have no emotions. They're literally psycho or sociopaths, whichever ones don't have emotions. I don't know the difference. But they're paths, right? They're psycho or sociopaths with no emotions. How they became whales in the first place. Yeah, dude, it doesn't make any sense to me that some of these people hold a token that they bought for $1,000 and hold it all the way to $2 million, right? You kind of have to be a little bit of a sociopath in order to do that. But they let their emotions go. And they don't care. Mainstream media might be on their side. They tell you, well, you should be afraid of Germany right now. You should be afraid of Mt. Gox selling off of their Bitcoin right now. You should be. This is what you should be. And they convince you to be scared. When you're scared, you sell. And guess what they do? They buy. And guess what happens when they convince you to buy and the price goes up? They sell and they make their money. And then, of course, you're holding a bag again. And when the prices fall down a little bit, they convince you to be scared. And then you sell even more. Darn it, dude. And then they buy. You guys get the cyclical nature of it now. Now, let's see. So the 6% XRP uptrend is gone. I assume no outbreak the community is looking for. Yeah, Proc, man. I don't know. I don't follow XRP as closely as a lot of other people do. I wouldn't know what was happening with it right now. El Salvador is going to be rich. Yeah, Giovanni, man. El Salvador probably is going to be a very rich nation. Imagine a nation that just discovered that they've got, I don't know, $1 trillion worth of gold sitting under their earth. Now, imagine El Salvador when Bitcoin hits $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a coin, even if it's 30 years from now, right? Dude, I watched a lot of episodes of The Price is Right. It's one of the things. I gave up Netflix a long time ago. Was basically only watching Netflix to stream Seinfeld, and stopped watching that. And I think it's Freevee. I think it's Freevee. Price is Right. Bob Barker era. It's what I watched a lot of it. I didn't get to see every episode, but very often they would have you guess the price of gold, okay? And these episodes are from the late 80s, early 90s. Dude, the price of gold in the late 80s, you're talking about $390 per ounce of gold. Now, an ounce of gold is what, $2,400? I'm just guessing based on where I think it's at. I don't actually know the price of gold, so if you guys know the price of gold, let me know. But I think it's like $2,400. So gold over the last 30, almost 40 years has gone from 300 to not 3,000, right? It's not a full 10x gain, but 300 to maybe $2,500, $2,400 per ounce of gold. It might take Bitcoin a long time to gain now from $60,000 per token or per coin to go to $200,000, $300,000. Sure, the first explosion, man, when Bitcoin is sitting on a $0 market cap, it can explode very easily. But now that it's already a $1 trillion asset, it's not going to explode that easily. So if you're sitting here and these institutions are buying, or these whales are buying, and they're waiting, and if they wait 30 years, dude, and they're sitting on now trillions, or these countries like El Salvador, they can afford to wait 30, 40, 50 years. In terms of like a country's longevity, 30 to 40 years is absolutely nothing. Dude, El Salvador, I'm not going to say they're going to be one of the richest nations in the world. That's probably not going to happen, just simply based on their size. I think that the United States, unless we self-destruct, will be much better off. But, dude, El Salvador could be one of the top nations in the world. A lot of people look at Singapore. Singapore's a very small nation, but Singapore's very rich. If you look at El Salvador, it could be a very similar scenario. Not this year, not next year, but decades down the road, it absolutely could be, man. So, yeah, El Salvador could be the man, think about that. Okay, Salvador. Now, I don't know what Salvador truly means. Is that like the savior? The savior? Is that what Salvador would mean, or am I off on that? Because I'm thinking El Dorado, right? The city of gold. Dude, El Salvador could be the savior, man. They saved themselves. They saved their nation by deciding to invest in Bitcoin there. That could be something pretty cool. Let's see. Do you believe that airdrops are worth investigating? By Deke, what do you mean, worth investigating? Yeah, dude. So it depends. If you just see a random token show up in your wallet, no. Don't mess with that token. But if you participate, right? Base Dogs, for example. Base Dogs is one that is going to be starting Base Dogs rewards. Let me show you here. Base Dogs is a pre-sale that I've been talking about quite a bit. They got 1,905% staking rewards right now. You're 20xing your money. But coming soon, okay, they've got these Dogs rewards. And do I think it's worth investigating an airdrop like this? Absolutely. Dude, if you made a little checklist, even if you keep it in the notes section on your phone, and you make a little checklist, and you go through every day, and you find like 5-6 tokens that have very nice airdrops rewards. If you go in and you take 10 minutes, I don't even care if you do it while you're on the toilet, man. Instead of playing a little game or scrolling through X or Instagram or whatever you guys do, if you go in there and you check the boxes on 3, 4, 5 different airdrops like that, you can actually accumulate a lot of tokens absolutely free. Legitimate airdrops simply for sharing and completing these quests that you're going to be able to do on a daily basis and stack up during this bear market. So even if you aren't quite interested yet, or if you are too fearful, right, if you're following retail sentiment and you're too fearful to go out and buy Base Dogs, pay attention to their airdrop, dude. Fill that stuff out when it becomes available and earn as many rewards as possible. Stack as much crypto as you possibly can, man. Dude, if you look, I don't know what Base Dogs is going to do. Price predictions are for like a 10x increase, 20x, and so on. They've got very positive price predictions. But let's say that they do 10x, and that's relatively small if they're peaking during a bull market. That's a relatively small increase based on past performance of other tokens. If you go out there, man, and you might think, you know what, dude, it's not worth me sharing this stuff, and I can get $30 worth of rewards for literally sharing this stuff for a month. That's not going to be worth it. Okay, calm down for a second. $30 worth of rewards, and you're doing that on 5 different tokens. All it took you're sitting on the toilet, and instead of scrolling through Instagram, You accumulated $30 worth of rewards on 5. That's $150 you could possibly have at the end of the month. Clearly, that's already worth it. But we're talking about $150 worth of rewards at the current prices. When the bull market hits and you 10x, 20x, 30x, which happens every single time a bull market takes place, now all of a sudden, because you participated in those airdrops, you're talking about $1,500, $3,000, $5,000 worth of free cryptocurrency because you were willing to scroll through and share their stuff on social media for a month as they were in their pre-sale stages. Dude, it's work, man. It's work to go through and scroll through that instead of scrolling through Instagram or TikTok and watching some, I don't know, never mind. Let's see. What's with Satoshi talking about Shiba Inu being $1 trillion market? He's talking about 15, 20 years from now. Giovanni, Satoshi's a little delusional, okay? I do believe he's got very grand visions. But dude, after watching him, and I saw a bunch of clips of him and Cal, that so-called developer, walking through some cryptocurrency convention with bodyguards wearing masks and completely covered up with gloves and stuff, so you can't see any skin color, you can't see anything about them at all, and they're wearing these, very ominous masks to be anonymous. Dude, it's obvious, right, that guy thinks he's some sort of I was gonna say godlike figure, but dude, he's some sort of like a demon-like figure in the Shiba Inu coin space that should be viewed as a leader, right? So far beyond at that point that it's very strange. So you talk about $1 trillion market cap, you talk about all this stuff, and yes, like, it's possible to reach these levels. But dude, look, I'm more of a Sigma myself, and more of kind of like if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. If I can do it, I probably don't need your help. I'd rather just get it done instead of soliciting your help and involving everybody else and all this. I'm gonna work until my bones bleed before I really worry about involving everybody. Now, that has its benefits, but it certainly has its downfalls, right? Satoshi is not going to be able to take Shiba Inu coin to $1 trillion market cap by, parading himself as some sort of a godlike figure and doing it alone with one developer that is also anonymous and has literally developed nothing. Look at the $1 trillion companies out there, man. You're talking Apple and Nvidia and Tesla. You're talking about these companies that, sure, they do have very visionary CEOs, but they've got tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of employees that make it, that even make that dream possible. So, yeah, I don't know, Giovanni, a little delusion, I guess. Well, now everybody's pushing T-Man Fear. I would say that this is accurate. Yeah, dude. Jeremiah, Fear's running rampant right now. Wood Tug with super low market cap, would you suggest for a big pump? I haven't got much to invest, so I want a low market cap coin to invest in. So, Aviso, man. My meme plays right now, my low market cap meme plays, I'm actually taking a chance in the celebrity meme coins on the Solana network. They have done a very good job, okay? Unfortunately for them, they really released at a very inopportune time. Iggy Azalea continues to build. Andrew Tate continues to build. These guys they are their own marketing powerhouse. And marketing is the most important aspect that you can see in the cryptocurrency space. So these celebrity meme coins, I've bought into them, and I believe that because of their own marketing presence and kind of staking their reputation on it a little bit, that they could be very successful. Jason Derulo is one that I own very, very little of, highly considering adding some of it, but it's currently sitting at about a $7 million market cap. Iggy Azalea, I believe, is around a $30 million market cap, and Andrew Tate's Daddy Coin is around an $80 million market cap. So those three I'm looking at potentially doing very well. Why? Those three people, okay, Iggy Azalea, Jason Derulo, and Andrew Tate, they know how to stir up a crowd. They know it, man. They've done it. They've been doing it. Well, Andrew Tate's not been doing it for decades, but these guys have been doing it for a very long time. And that's all that it is, man. You can't argue that cryptocurrency isn't speculative. You can't argue that cryptocurrency isn't about generating a community. And that's exactly what these people are good at doing. Is it going to happen overnight? Maybe not. They did have their very nice runs prior to June 5th when everything started to come down. But man, I think that they've got what it takes to build some wealth in the crypto space. Hey, AAVE was $79 3 days ago. Now it's almost $100. Is this normal? I mean, are we close to the altcoins? Claudio? Possibly. 3 days ago, so this could be very normal. 3 days ago, Bitcoin was already up a little bit 3 days ago. But if you go about 5 days ago, right, Bitcoin got hit very hard. And then it started to bounce nicely from 53,000 up 10% to 58,000. Yes, that's a very nice gain there. Shiba Inu Coin, okay, about a week ago was down at 1,200 and it's already up to 1,600. So there has been a nice bounce in the overall crypto market, and usually you see a little bit better of a bounce in altcoins than you do the bigger ones. So AAVE, $96 right now. We'll go to the 7-day chart here. $96 over the last week has gone from 80 to 96. That is roughly a 20% increase. Yes, that is normal. Because if you go a week ago on Bitcoin, right? Go a week ago on Bitcoin, 56,000 to 58,000, not as good. It's about a 3% increase over the last week. Ethereum, very nice over the last week as well. Ethereum up 5%, going from about 2,900 to 3,000, and going from about 2,800 to 3,100 here. Very nice increase in Ethereum. You go Shiba Inu Coin over the last 7-day period. Shiba Inu Coin up 12.5% from about 1,400 points to 1,600. That doesn't include the low of about 1,200. So yes, it is a normal gain based on confidence returning to the cryptocurrency market. If you're looking at AAVE right now, I wouldn't be terribly concerned about pulling away from some sort of a mean average or anything. Looking at the annual graph here on AAVE, you can break through this level as long as strength is returning. The only thing that I'm looking at, man, you can see that it comes up to about 100, gets rejected a little bit, breaks through to 120, very nice gain, gets rejected, back down to the 80 level. So $80 over the last year has set up as a very good level of support. $100 to $110 is forming a little level of resistance. So if you are a trader, you would be considering taking some profit around this level of $100. If you believe that the overall market right now in Bitcoin is going to bounce back to 70,000, 80,000, and we're going to start to see some gains here, you might not want to sell. But if you think that Bitcoin is going to continue facing a very difficult scenario, this does indicate a little level of resistance. People are selling at 100 and they are buying at 80. It breaks through a little bit, they sell, and they're buying back down here at 80. So 80 is a very strong level of support, and 100 does seem to be a pretty strong level of resistance there for AAVE. But yeah, man, I would say that's normal, right? I would say that's normal. Is people start to get confident again, the gains start pouring back in. Jeremiah, thank you very much for the super chat. Jeremiah says, Satoshi is a figment of Lucy's imagination. That's actually pretty funny, man. Lucy does... I don't know if it's all part of the marketing plan or what. Lucy does, for some reason, think very highly of Satoshi and Cal, and the fact that they work harder than anybody else. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what they've done, Jeremiah. I truly don't, man. So yeah, a little strange behavior on all of their parts. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I was really turned off by how they were walking around that crypto convention in their masks and bodyguards and don't touch me and I'm better than you kind of mentality there. We will walk among the peasants and let them see us and let them feel our presence. Yeah, dude, just a little weird, man. Shiba Inu Coin to $1 trillion valuation. The CEOs who have those kinds of valuations are not hiding behind masks and play silly nonsense kind of games. That's just my opinion. Yeah, dude. And the only token that's ever made $1 trillion valuation is Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's over a decade old. You know, it's a different situation too. You don't have Satoshi. You don't have the creator of Bitcoin out there parading behind his oh my gosh, dude. What do you call like when a superhero hides behind not their alter ego, because that's the real guy, right? But I don't know, man. You don't have Satoshi hiding behind some sort of a mask, tweeting and trying to dictate what happens with Bitcoin. It's decentralized, man. They're just letting the market do what the market is going to do with it. Dude, you guys got to see this, man. This cat, I love this cat so much. Look at this. Dude, she is just zonked out right now. Just completely zonked out right here. Man. I love it. She is out. I love the fact that she lays up here with me now, too. Before, she was nowhere to be found. Now, she lays up here the entire time the live stream is going on. Still a Bitcoin market. Alt season is yet to start. Yeah, Lonnie. I think especially right now, coming off of this fearful situation, I think that Bitcoin is still going to be the first to see the rally before we even trickle back down into alts. Johnny K, man. What's going on, Johnny K? Glad to have you in here. Dogeverse on X posts six chains. Do you know if we swap between 6 chains? Can I use my Dogeverse tokens on the chains? Brian, I do not know that right now. Let me... hold on. I'm not logged in on that Chrome. Let me see if I can find them out here. Alright. Dogeverse. Okay. I don't know if they have a bridge up and running, is basically what I'm saying. Alright, come on, baby. Come on. That my baby girl, yeah, that my baby girl. You come up here. I'm looking over on Dogeverse's website right now. I don't know if they have their bridge up and running, man. It doesn't seem like they do at the moment. Doesn't seem like they have a bridge up and running at the moment where you can bridge back and forth between each one. I never witnessed an altcoin season. Is the cryptos going? Yes. So Claudio, man. They do go nuts, okay? And here's the thing that kind of makes sense when you think about it, but it almost doesn't make sense at the time because you're going to get fooled. When you're at the peak of a bull market, or even at a recent peak, The same way that you can see that investors are very afraid right now, and this fear to greed index is showing extreme fear. Prices are down. Prices have been coming down for a month straight. Nobody wants to buy right now, even though things are low. It makes sense to buy when prices are low, but everybody's too afraid to buy when prices are low. When investors are very greedy, and you're at the top of a bull market, and altcoin season is in full swing, and your AAVE is sitting at $300, $350 per token, when Shiba Inu Coin is getting ready to break another zero, when Daddy Coin is trying to hit $1 billion valuation, what happens is the same way that investors get fearful and they say, no, I don't want to buy Bitcoin for 50,000. It's going to come down to 20,000. I don't want to buy it. They convince themselves, no, I don't want to sell my AAVE for $350. It's going to go to $1,200 per coin. I don't want to sell my Bitcoin for $120,000. It's going to go to $500,000. I don't want to sell my Daddy coin for $1. It's going to go to $10 per token. All of a sudden, you start to convince yourself, and investors get so greedy that they're going to turn their 10x gain into a 40x gain or a 100x gain. And that is what is going to happen. And because of that, you do see a very quick and a very large spike in the price. And unfortunately, man, somebody does sell. And then somebody else sells. And a lot of people are still sitting there thinking, oh, this is the dip, man. It's down 5%. It's done nothing but go up. I'm going to buy. Then somebody else sells. And now all of a sudden, well, dude, I can't take my profit now. I'm only making 100%, and I was just up 300%. Why the heck would I ever sell now? But the fear to greed index is ticking back down here, to neutral territory. Why would I sell now for 100% gain, man? I was just at a 300% gain. I can't do that. Why in the world? I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to break even. I'm going to ride this back up. Things are going to bounce. And then they get fearful again. Dude, I'm down 50%. I'm just going to sell it. All this is going to do is come back down. I can't believe I was up 10x, and now I'm down 50% on my investment. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. This thing's never going to go back up. It only loses. I'm a loser. I need to sell this now before I lose everything. And then they sell. And what do you know? Somebody's buying it. And it starts ticking back up. And then the cycle happens all over again, man. So, yeah, altcoin and bull market peaks are very strange times. Just the same as it's very strange right now that Bitcoin cannot seem to gain to save its life because investors are afraid, man. Why so late live? I was recording a video, Pudgy. I was recording a video. I finished recording at 11:59, and I scheduled the live stream, and then I went pee, and then I came back in here, and by the time that I was ready to push the button, it was like 12:06. So that is why. That's why the live stream is a little late. Let's see, Free Fall Friday, man. That's kind of hard to say. No retail buyers in the market. Bitcoin traded live is correct. I think she will do a 10x from here, Clay. So Bitcoin Trader Live, a 10x from the current levels is just around, okay, if not slightly higher than where I put kind of my bull market peak pricing at. Now, clearly people want more than a 10x. People want, SHIB to 1,000x and all of that. But let's say that we're in a full-on bull market scenario. Investors are greedy. Everybody's buying. They're pushing prices beyond belief. And Shiba Inu Coin does make it just beyond that, burning that zero. I think it's going to have an incredibly difficult time breaking $100 billion market cap. So Shiba Inu coin, right around the level you're talking about, is going to be facing $100 billion market cap. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it can full on 10x from here, but I do think that it can hit all-time highs. Okay, brand new all-time highs. We have not peaked. Let me show you some statistics real quick in terms of retail interest. This one. So the crypto fear to greed index that we've been looking at all morning says that it takes into account Google Trend Analytics and what people are searching for in terms of cryptocurrency. If you look at cryptocurrency just as a search topic, okay, this is a very good indicator of people who are interested in crypto. And as you can see in 2021 here, people were very interested as Bitcoin was hitting all-time highs. And then, of course, as Shiba Inu coin was hitting all-time highs and everything was running at the end of 2021, people spiked up in interest. The recent spike at the beginning of March 5th, that caused Shiba Inu coin to run from about 1,000 points to 4,500 points per coin in a couple-day period. Guys, retail interest spiked to a level of 9. Okay? Spiked to a level of 9, and we were able to hit levels that were above 50% of the all-time high. Very, very close. The hitting an all-time high in Shiba Inu coin. And retail interest in crypto was only a level of 9. Now, we've been brutalized. We're sitting at a level of 4 right now. This is literally the lowest level that we've been at in the last 5 years. You can't see a level of 4 anywhere else. But you saw such a surge in prices and search volume or trend analytics, a level of 9. Dude, if we spike back up to 19, if we spike back up to 35, if it spikes back up to 75 or 100, if retail is actually interested in crypto again, there's going to be so much stupid money to be made that, dude, all it takes is being here, man. All it takes is being here. I don't care if you guys have $500,000 invested or if you have $500 invested. Just be here, man. It's going to be wild when retail returns. If you can see that type of gain with trend analytics taking you to a level of 9, okay? But the bull market is going to bring wild gains. When you sell at 50% down, someone scoops up, you sell and buys it up. Better off hold it or sit on the sidelines. Yeah, Lonnie, you are right, man. Now, sometimes, right, if you are, like, if the token really is going to zero, if Satoshi comes out and says you guys are all a bunch of fools, I own the keys to Shiba Inu coin or something, and I'm gonna burn it all or destroy it all to show you how great I am. And SHIB really is spiraling out of control to 0 or something. All right, dude, you can cut a loss, but you're right, man. If you're down 50% in a token that is going to be here post-bull, during the bull market, post-bull market and stuff, it's very tough to just give it up at a 50% decline like that. The undevs killed SHIB. They did, man. And you know what, though? Shiba Inu coin does have such a large community that if they're just willing to not focus on the developers, I think that Shiba Inu coin can do a phenomenal job in the next bull market. It's not to say that it can, man. Holding for 3 years. So hope this alt season, when it comes, it gives me some cash for all the old coins I hold. Yeah, Bitcoin Trader Live, man. It will, okay? I don't know how much you've stacked up. I don't know how much you're holding. I don't know any of that stuff. But here's what I do know, okay? I know that in 2017 is really when I started to get into crypto, okay? I tracked prices and all of that stuff. I watched Bitcoin. My first active decision not to buy Bitcoin was at like $300 to $400 back in maybe 2012, 2013. I forget exactly the time frame. That was my active decision not to buy Bitcoin. Clearly, I mean, it was dumb. Looking back now, it was clearly dumb not to buy. Dude, you know, imagine if you would have bought 1 Bitcoin per paycheck. Instead of investing in my stupid 401k, could you imagine if you went out and bought 1 Bitcoin per paycheck? Holy smokes, dude. Instead of putting stupid money into my 401k, could you imagine, dude, just going out stacking 1 Bitcoin per paycheck, you're hitting 2 Bitcoin a month. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Couple years you stack 100 Bitcoin. And then 2017 hits. Oh boy. Anyway, it's just you need a time machine for something like that now. You look back at it, 2017 hits, 2018 comes along, and Bitcoin's back down to $3,000. Ethereum is sitting at $80, and nobody wants to stack up. Okay? Investors are not interested. It was a fad. This was a crazy price bubble. The bubble has burst. You're never going to see those prices again. 2021 hits, man. People might have some extra money because of stimulus checks. People might have some extra time because everybody's working from home and on lockdown. You know, you've got that bubble that happens there, and prices rip higher. I don't know what the catalysts are going to be in 2025. Okay? I truly don't. It could be the institutions and not necessarily retail investors. But when you create an environment now here in the United States that exchanges in crypto, like blockchain technology companies, are able to thrive, they're going to come to the United States. They're going to see innovation. They're going to grow. And investor money is going to pour in. And when it does, you're going to see wild price increases. The same as we have seen cycle and cycle again. Just don't convince yourself to be done before that happens. When everybody else is buying everything up, take your profit, sit on your hands, wait for a bear market cycle, wait for that blue line, okay? This should be an excellent indicator and very easy and straightforward to follow. Look, we'll go, no, let's just go custom time frame. All right, check this out. June of 2017 to present day. This is cryptocurrency search volume here. Rips up very, very quickly. October, November, ripping in December. Beautiful into January. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Should I buy in? Should I buy in? Should I buy in? Boom. Market bursts. Coming back down now. All right, crypto sucks. Nobody wants it. When this comes back down, okay, to single digits, buy, accumulate. You've got 2 years. You don't have to stack fast. You don't have to go out and put your entire paycheck into it. Responsibly accumulate. Boom! Rips up, and it rips up fast, man. It doesn't hit a level of 100, but who cares? And then very, very quickly, comes back down. All right. Hitting once again single digits. And when you're sitting on single digits, accumulate. You've got a year, 2 years to accumulate. Look, man, I don't know if it's going to continue hitting lower highs, but let's say that it does. And let's say we see a spike up to a level of 60 on this retail interest, and it rips up to a level of 60. For the love of pattern recognition, sell it. Sell everything that you've got when it hits a level of 60. Simply for the love of pattern recognition. And then what are you going to do? When it dips back down to 50 and you see a 5 to 10% decline, it is not dip buying opportunity. What are you going to... Somebody answer that question based on this pattern. It rips up, accumulate during single digits. It rips up, you accumulate during single digits. When it rips up, what are you going to do afterwards? After this next bull market rally happens, what are you going to wait to do? You're not going to buy on a 5% discount. You're not going to go out there and spend your entire paycheck in 1 week and hope that that's the end of the little dip. What are you going to do? Somebody answer. I'm not even going to answer. Somebody answer it. Hindsight, don't worry about it. We all missed a part of the handful. Yeah, Bitcoin trader, you're absolutely right, man. Giovanni knows about it too, right? Giovanni was stacking, but Giovanni sold a little early. Everybody's got their story, right? Everybody's got their story. That's kind of mine. It actively decided not to get in the game, which was a dumb decision, but whatever. Moji, how's that 3rd degree tan? Burning weather up there. AC, pool, misters. I'm good. 116 degrees today. My gosh, dude. Well, it's going to be 86 here today, Moji. It's going to be 86. That's kind of like 116, right? Positive man, Clay. Hey, Bitcoin Trader Live. Yeah, I do tend to err on the side of positivity a little bit. I get frustrated, man. I see this stuff and it doesn't make sense, and I do get frustrated with it. But dude, man, I'm having the time of my life, right? I'm having the time of my life. I'm enjoying everything. We're doing good. During the bear market, I sit in stable coins and make 5.5 or 5.15% while sitting on my hands. I like it, Lonnie. I like it. None of you guys actually answered the question though. You're gonna wait until single digits, and then you are going to accumulate. Okay? Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Since nobody answered the question, I got to answer it for you. This next rip, when it happens, not if it happens, it's a 4-year cycle, 2018 to the end of 2021. So, look, wish this would have peaked in 2017, but 2017 bull market, end of 2017, end of 2021. Guys, it's probably going to be the end of 2025, okay? Mid to end of 2025 when you see the major rip higher and the cycle repeat itself. It's going to spike up. Who knows how high it's going to go? Holy smokes, sell, and then wait till you see single digits to accumulate again and take advantage of the cyclical nature of markets. Just as the way that it is, man. I'm going to be up on a mountain. I'm going to be on the mountain to hide today. Nice, Pudgy. Very nice. Retail investors like 5-year-olds. Short attention span, and when it doesn't shine anymore, they lose interest. Yeah, it's true. Lonnie, it's true, man. Everybody wants to make their Lamborghini money in a week. And then the sad thing is, dude, if they do make the Lamborghini money, let's say they go out there and they make $300,000. And they go out there, and let's say they pay their taxes on it. And they're sitting on $200,000 left. You know what they're actually going to do? They're going to go out and buy a Lamborghini. Now they've got a Lamborghini, but they've barely got enough money to pay the insurance on it. If something breaks, crap. Well, nah, I just got a Lamborghini that sits in the garage because something broke on it. Oh, man, retail investors, they make a lot of sense, don't they? Oh, jeez, man. Guys, it is 1 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to do some shout-outs. We will be back this afternoon. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Video views are extremely low because as you can see that blue line at the top of the screen there, that is retail interest in cryptocurrency. Institutions aren't watching YouTube videos. Retail investors are. Nobody's watching YouTube videos right now. Nobody's interested in cryptocurrency right now. So thank you everybody for watching the videos, sharing them, all that good stuff. Views are just as cyclical as the overall price action. So I appreciate all you guys for supporting, being in here, and all that good stuff. Let's do some shout-outs. We'll be back a little later. Thank you guys for watching, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. Southpaw Slinging, man. See you later. Southpaw. We got Bitcoin Trader Live. Pudgy, man. See you later. Moji. Bitcoin Trader Live. We got Pudgy, Moji. Lonnie, have a great one. Scorpion. Hello and goodbye. We got Maurice. See you later, Maurice. Gen G, have a great afternoon, Gen G. Lonnie, Moji, Bitcoin Trader Live, Bitcoin Trader. We got Maurice, Gen G, Mr. Enormous, Johnny K. You're the man, dude. See you later. Bitcoin Trader, sub to you. Thank you very much for clicking that subscribe button, Bitcoin Trader. Appreciate you on that, man. Lauren, if you're still in here, if you get your little pinky finger cupped around somebody's nose, don't forget to put that lash on upside down. Have a great afternoon, everybody. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.